Good evening, everyone. Today is day one of the I Nearly Called It a Booktubeathon. Restart. Good evening, everyone. Today is day one of the reading rush. I've already finished a book. Okay, it's a book that I've been listening to for a very long time, but I finished it tonight as I was driving in. So I was listening to it on audiobook. I will tell you what it is. Daisy Jones and the Six. As I was driving into the driveway, I finished listening to the audiobook. And I think it is the best audiobook I've ever listened to. The cast of characters was unbelievably amazing. The actors who did them all were like, I could not complain. I really, really enjoyed the production quality and everything. It's kind of like stepping up the game for audiobooks. But of course, they could totally do that with Daisy Jones and the Six because the whole story and the narrative is basically interviews with band members in the band Daisy Jones and the Six. Lots of drama. I think for me it's a 4-star read because I've got mixed feelings about some of it. In particular, the format. In some ways, I loved the format. It really was interviewing every single band member in the band. It made them feel real in a lot of ways. And in other ways, I didn't like the format because one thing that I really love about novels is you get into the heads of characters, and you can't do that in interview format. Yes, you are, interviewing the person and they are revealing certain things, and the band members absolutely did reveal a lot, but they revealed as much as they would in an interview, and not the same amount that you reveal when it's your innermost thoughts. So I kind of struggled with that. I wanted to know their thoughts. I also struggled with, some of the characters were not entirely flat. I would not call them flat at all. But I didn't feel like there were a lot of layers. Like, I felt like what you see was kind of what you got with some of them, and not with others. But I struggled with that a little bit too. So it was good though. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I still think I prefer The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, if I'm being perfectly honest. So that book I didn't have down on my TBR, I don't think, but that could have totally gone for the challenge where you read a book with 5 or more words in the title. Daisy Jones and the Six. I think that's Daisy Jones and the Six. It's exactly 5. Math. So that was very good. Day 1 is so far a success. I have been reading The Secret Life of Bees. Freaking loving that book. I'm going to read a little bit more, but tonight is The Bachelorette, The Men Tell All. So truthfully, once like 8:30 rolls around, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I might read more of The Secret Life of Bees. I might read some growing things. First, I need to have dinner. I just got home. I wanted to thank you guys so much for your response to my most recent vlog. I vlogged a screen-free day, or night, I should say, and it was so cathartic for me, and I loved every second of it. I'm thinking of making it like a weekly thing. We'll see how long that happens, but I think it would be really good for me. So I got a lot of wonderful response, and part of the response was about my anxiety surrounding the baby and like the health of the baby and if the baby's doing okay. And I told you guys that I was gonna go to see my therapist, and I just came back from seeing her, and I love that woman so much. I always have an aha moment with her, and I had plenty with her, and she she really helped me out to kind of sort through those thoughts and kind of, told me to go easy on myself and not be hard on myself for having those thoughts, considering everything I've experienced. And she gave me some tools. She suggested a book, so of course I bought it. It's called The Worry Trap. So I'll be hauling that in my next haul for sure, and reading it soon enough as well. So yeah, I just got back home. It's like 6:30. Going to have a little homemade pizza, and I am going to maybe read some growing things. That's the plan. I hope you are enjoying day one of, again, Booktube-a-thon. It will sort itself out in my head. I hope you're enjoying day number 1 of the Reading Rush. Hey guys, it's day 2 of the Reading Rush. I've been feeling really blah and overwhelmed, not by the Reading Rush. The Reading Rush is nothing, but just by life. And I went home early today and just not feeling my best. I've been like napping to, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm napping an insane amount because my nights are horrible, like painful. I go to the washroom at least 7 times a night, which would be fine if getting there wasn't so painful. I'm literally crouched over trying to get to the bathroom. And yeah, I'm just not sleeping well at all, and then trying to function the next day. And if I could just stay at home and not work, that'd be fine. So next week is my last week at work, and I'm thanking God if that's true, because I'm really great in the morning, and then in the afternoon I am all sorts of bad and like anxious, and feeling like I'm not good enough and not doing enough, even though feel like I've been insanely prepared to leave work. And everyone who's taking over from me, I think I'm leaving them on like really good spots and stuff, but it's just my own mind. And maybe it's just me going, there's going to be a new transition, and I'm always not great with change, even if it's the best change of my life, and I've, wanted this change forever. And yeah, I had a dream while I was napping today, and this indicates everything. It's like, it's a dream that I've had since I was like a teenager. I used to babysit when I was a teen, and I used to have dreams that I would just leave the kids in the middle of the night and just leave and then deal with it afterwards. And I would wake up with like insane anxiety. And it was basically me just caring so much about the kids and like, am I not good enough? What if I'm not good enough? And just, I don't know where my brain goes with that. But I had a dream like that today when I was napping, and it was, I had the baby and Libby, my dog, and there were people over at my house, and they were making a major like ruckus, and I didn't want them there at all. And I looked down at my baby, and it was like, it was my baby, but like honestly it looked like, if you've ever watched The Exorcism, it looked like that in baby form, with like pimples literally covering all of it because I had neglected it or something. And I hadn't changed it. I looked down at the baby and I realized I hadn't changed the baby all day. and I wasn't being a good mother, and it just major anxiety. So yeah, I'm not doing the best, obviously. I'm like, I would never do that. And just like I never left the kids when I was babysitting as a 16-year-old, just not in my character whatsoever. But yeah, I'm not doing great. Reading rush. I'm glad I came home early just because I was not in a good state. So, yesterday I finished Daisy Jones and the Six. This is accomplished. I enjoyed it, not nearly as much as I thought I was going to enjoy it. Like, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo to me is still my favorite out of the 2 Taylor Jenkins reads that I've read. So that's done, which is wonderful. And then I just finished, like 10 minutes before coming to do this video, I just finished reading The Secret Life of Bees, which I really enjoyed. I'm going to give this 5 stars. This was absolutely wonderful. Such a lovely and kind of sad sometimes growing up story of a young girl in the South who has these beautiful, just gorgeous Black women, strong Black women around her that are raising her up and raising her simultaneously. I really, really enjoyed this book. This is great if you want a growing up story, and it really is such a good book for the summer too. So I'm really happy I finally read this after all of this time, like years of thinking about this book, and I finally read it. So happy. So now I don't have anything for an audiobook yet. I'm still trying to decide. There's something in me that's leaning towards maybe listening to Jane Eyre. Why? I don't know. That's not a summary book. Anyway, I'll let you know what I end up reading for that. But I'm going to read physically next, The Night Visitor, because this was the book that I chose for my July book haul revisit, and it's on my Reading Rush TBR, and it's about time that I read this. So I'm ready to read that. I'm also reading Paul Tremblay's short story collection, Growing Things. I've read 2 stories. I skipped the second story because I wasn't liking it at all. So far, I'm not liking it. But I'm only 3 stories in. I might just like Paul Tremblay in a long novel form. Or maybe I just haven't found a short story that I've been, that has scared me yet. So we'll see. Here comes Libby. So I'm going to go downstairs now. Maybe I'll sit outside for a bit and read The Night Visitor. Thanks for listening to my little rant about my feelings and stuff. I have no idea where this is coming from. Like, I'm so excited for this baby. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it probably is just stemming from me being like, not doing well with change, and even if it's good, I'm always like this. I'm a Taurus, I'm a Taurus. Yeah, probably stemming from me not being great with change, and like me feeling like I'm not gonna be good enough. And I don't know where that's coming from either. I think I'll be just fine, truthfully. But there's always that niggling kind of feeling underneath, I just have to combat it. So I'm going to go and read. I will talk with you soon. Hello guys. It is day 3 of the Reading Rush. I have not read anything yet today, but it's only the afternoon at like 2, around there. So I am going to read more, but I did a bunch of errands this morning, and I cleaned my house this morning. We went and I picked up 2 prints that we are framing for the nursery. I'm going to do a whole nursery tour, so I'm not going to show that to you here. But I did go and get a couple of things that I wanted to share with you. I went to Carter's. I needed to exchange a couple of things. So I went and got a couple of newborn outfits. I've mostly been getting those sleeper things because I keep hearing from everyone that's really what you'll want them in for the first like 2 weeks of their life. It's like they'll just live in sleepers. So I got one that's super cute. It's pink and it says things that I don't fully love, like princess. I will never call my daughter a princess. I just don't feel good about that. But there's loved, adorable, happy. Actually, I got this in navy blue. I went over to the boys section originally because I just generally prefer like neutrals and grays and blues. And anyway, so I went over there and I got this kind of thing over there, but it said things like heartbreaker, which is another thing that I don't ever want my child to be called. And it also said handsome. So when I got home with that, I was like, oh, this will not work. But this one has a little frilly thing on her butt. I hope that's going to be comfortable. What do you guys think? Probably overthinking the comfort levels. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cute. I like this one. It's just purple, a little heart, florally bits. So yeah, just a couple of newborn outfits that I needed to go and basically exchange really badly. So I'm gonna bring that up to her room in a little while. I don't judge people for, I feel like when I said I would never call my daughter princess, or I would never want my, my child to be referred to as heartbreaker, like I don't judge when other people do those things with theirs. I just, for myself, it's always given me an icky feeling. So, that was a ramble. Then I went to Bath and Body Works. I've been wanting to get more hand soaps for the house, and they had this amazing deal that was like, get 8, was it buy 8 for 28? And then it said if you buy $30 or more of anything in the store, you get $10 off. So I was like, I'm just gonna go and buy 8 and then like a little hand sanitizer. And so I did, and it ended up being like $22 for all of this, which is fantastic. So I got 2 of the vanilla birch. I liked the look of these. And they smell pretty good. I really liked those. I tried to get, I was just gonna call them neutral shades, but like non-seasonal scents just to have around. I've got a few seasonal scents still on the go for the rest of the year, but I just wanted some variety. White tea and sage, how lovely. And I really love this packaging. It's like marbly. And then I got almond blossom. I also liked that. I picked up moonlight orchid, which sounds really nice. Sweet vanilla, lavender, and musk. Yes, please. I got raspberry and tangerine. This would be probably good for the summer. Although tangerines are usually something that you eat in the winter, isn't it? Anyway, I got cucumber and lily, which truthfully is probably best for the spring or summer. So I did get a couple of scents that are good for any time. And then blackberry lavender as well. I'm really liking just like a simple kind of vibe. So that's everything that I got. Oh no, not as important, but I also got like an antibacterial hand gel. This one is eucalyptus and spearmint, and I just thought it would be good to have in my purse or just anywhere where the baby might be, because changing diapers, you know? So those are the things that I got over at Bath and Body Works. I'm really, really happy with what I got. And now I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. I'm gonna watch TV for a bit, and then I am going to read The Night Visitor.
Is there anything helping out?
No. It's been a hot second. I have been to the hospital. And back. So everything is fine with the baby. I'm just going to start it with that. We went for our 36-week ultrasound today. It's just to check the baby's size, if the baby is head down. So we got a lot of information. She's head down, which is amazing. I was really nervous that she was going to be, I don't know, breech or something. Anyway, she's head down, which is great. Her heartbeat was great. She was measuring really well. Well, she's measuring ahead. So her head was a week ahead. Her stomach was 40 weeks, which is crazy. Yeah, so she's measuring like she's doing just fine for herself. And then they also checked her weight, and she now weighs 6.9 pounds, which is a lot. I'm like 35 weeks, 6 days right now. So I think she's gonna be a big baby. And they're even estimating my actual due date now is August 14th instead of August 22nd. Who knows if that will happen or not, but it explains a lot of my, like, the pain, the heaviness that I'm feeling. It explains it because she's like basically measuring full term. So, one of the things that they did when they were there at the ultrasound is they need to like check for her breathing. So they want the baby to be awake and to see her take breaths. And she wouldn't do that, and she wasn't moving around a lot. The technician was like wiggling around and trying to really get her to move, and she wouldn't. So they sent me to the hospital to do a non-stress test, which is basically, I've already had it done before. They just, plunk a bunch of these like monitors on your stomach and check the heart rate. And then it'll also check for fetal movement. So we just got back from that. Everything is looking great. But it was quite a little adventure. I was like, we were going to the hospital. I'm like, I don't know if like she's going to be born today. Like, no idea what's happening. But it was mostly good news. But I'm kind of realizing like this baby might come sooner than later. So I'm kind of reassessing stuff. I have not read today at all. For good reason, but I have not. I'm going to like sit and just veg out and watch Love Island because that's really what I want to do right now. I just want to like pretend that I wasn't just at the hospital. But Barry was there, and he was a trooper and like super supportive as usual, and nervous a bit, I think, but it was really great that she's okay, and everything's fine. I had no idea she was measuring that big. But it will be exciting if she comes early. It will be really wonderful if she comes early. So I'm gonna go and chill out. I might read more tonight. I don't know at this point what I want to do. So not much of a reading vlog here, but we shall see. I'll hopefully check in with you again. I have to take off my little bracelet thing from the hospital. Hope you're having a lovely Wednesday evening. Hello again. It is a little later on. I watched Love Island. It was very drama filled, which is always wonderful. I have not read at all. I'm finally in bed. It's like 9 something. So I'm going to read The Night Visitor now and then hit the hay. I am breaking out like crazy. I don't know if you can see all these little spots. It's totally fine. I think I'm stressed or something. Yeah, I'm going to leave the vlog right here. I'm going to do another vlog because I have so much vlog footage. I don't know how. But yeah, I'm going to do a whole other vlog for days like 4 to 7. So watch for that. And I think I'm going to upload this tomorrow. So I hope you guys are having a good reading rush. I feel like the reading rush has not been my main focus right now. But I've still been able to finish 2 books that I was previously reading before the reading rush began, but still, it counts, right? It counts. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk with you soon. Bye.